Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Lord Rimuru. I'm here to bring you guys another what if. In this story, what if a gate appeared in the Cardinal world? It's actually a good story and I hope you guys like it. But before we start, please do like and subscribe for more amazing content. Chapter 3. Elven Refugee. 2 days have passed since Tempest annihilate the Empire's army, which greeted Rimuru and the others with arrows in the sky. Now the place where the gate that connected to Tempest now have a small village of high orcs and humans. Geld and his man had been working to build houses that they will use, and they also finish building a place that can be used as a command center. It's not a big building, but it can still fit 15 to 20 people. Rimuru also asked Geld to build a prison, not for the Imperial army that surrenders, but it was for future offenders since he was planning to build a new city in this world. Rimuru didn't put the Imperial soldiers in prison since they swore loyalty towards him, and to add more security, Seal cast a spell to the Imperials that if they betrayed Rimuru their life and soul will be consumed. The spell she used was the subskill of Diablo's Azazel Lord Temptation. Punitive Control, a subskill that allows the user to have control over the souls of those that swore loyalty to the user. With that, the Imperials became aware that even if they try to resist, their life will be taken once they thought of betrayal. Rimuru was now in the control room that Geld built, and he had just finished installing the God's Eye Argos. After he installed it, he called Benimaru and Geld. After a while, a knock on the door can be heard. Knock. Knock, come in. Rimuru said. The door opened and Benimaru along with Geld entered the room. Rimuru-sama, is there anything that you need? Benimaru asked. Nah, I just want to tell you to take command for a day, Rimuru said, and Benimaru got confused. Are you perhaps going back to Tempest, my lord? Geld asked. No, I'm not. There's a place I want to go, so I want Benimaru to take command for a day. Where would you want to get, Rimuru-sama? Benimaru asked. I'll tell you about it once I returned. Oh, and Geld, can I ask you to build 4 to 6 more houses? Rimuru asked to Geld. I will be on it, Rimuru-sama, Geld replied. Great, then, I'll be back after a day. Rimuru said as he left the room, leaving Geld and Benimaru behind. Rimuru was now heading to a mountain on the north of where the gate was. They should be around here, right? Yes, master, there's life signature inside those caves, Seal replied. Rimuru then walks around, and there he saw a big rock piled up on top of each other, blocking the entrance to the cave. Rimuru felt life energy on the other side of the pilled of rocks, a very weak life signature. Those guys might be trapped here for a few days since their life signature was so weak. Rimuru then used Azathoth to devour the pill of rocks that were blocking the cave entrance. Rimuru enter and walks for a few minutes, and he stumbled upon a group of elves. Some of them have weak bodies and some were even on a verge of death. The elves didn't even spare any energy to look at Rimuru, indicating that they are so weak to do so. Rimuru then walks towards one of the elves that were on the ground, but before he could, an arrow came flying towards him. Rimuru grabs the arrow with his hand and looks at the place where it came from. There he saw an elf man wearing green and white clothes. He had burn marks all over his body. Who are you? The man asks. There's no need to be on guard, I'm not a treat, I'm just here to help, Rimuru said. Help? The man said as he lost his strength and falls to the ground, but Rimuru catches him and lay him on the ground gently. Rimuru then made the man drink a full potion, which immediately the man's injury instantly healed. Rimuru then moved forward and healed the other elves that were injured. Rimuru also give them food and drinks. The man who tried to attack Rimuru got up and talked to Rimuru. I'm sorry for attacking you earlier, said with an apologetic tone. It's fine, you're just trying to protect them, Rimuru said with a smile. I see. Once again, I thank you for saving us. You're welcome, but can I ask, why are you all here? Our village was attacked by the fire dragon. We tried to fight it, but our bows and arrows can penetrate its scales, so we run here to find shelter while we wait for the dragon to leave, but we didn't think that it would follow us all the way here, and it attacks the cave, resulting for giant rocks blocking the entrance, and we have been trapped here for days. We managed to survive since some of us had foods when they evacuate, the man said with his voice trembling. I see a fire dragon. So dragon exists in this world too, Rimuru said with curiosity. What do you mean in this world? The man asks. Oh, I'm not for this world, we came from a different world using a gate that pop up out of nowhere on our world. Rimuru said he didn't say that it was because of the voice of the world since they probably didn't know anything about it. The man and the other elves got surprised by what Rimuru said. Rimuru then explained to them that he came from another world via a gate, and the elves believe him since they are aware of a gate that connects one world to another. Oh, by the way, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Rimuru Tempest, Rimuru said. I'm Hodor Marceau. Nice to meet you, Rimuru Tempest. So what will you all do now? Rimuru asked them. We don't know. Some individual here have lost family and doesn't have a place to live. If that's the problem, you guys can come with me. Of course I can provide shelter, food, protections, and clothing, but you guys have to work too, Rimuru said. Are you sure? And why are you helping us elves that much? You're a human and most human use elves as their tools for pleasure, Hodor said. I'm not a human, you know, Rimuru said, which made everyone surprised. Rimuru then showed them his dragon wings so that they will believe that he is not a human. And I'm helping you elves is maybe because I have a soft spot for elves, Rimuru said. As he remembers a certain elf girl that always teases him whenever they were together. Hodor and the others agree to go with Rimuru and he takes them back to the small village that they have Crete. When they saw Geld and the others, they were surprised since it was their first time seeing an orc building house. They even got more surprises when they saw Benimaru. They thought that he was a Kijin, but when Benimaru said that he was a fair Oni, some got even more shocked. Some even pass out, since in this world Kijin and fair Oni are like demigods that are worshipped by people. After they calmed down, Rimuru showed them a place where they will be staying, and Rimuru also learned that Hodor have a daughter and he doesn't know where she was now since they separate when the fire dragon attacked. Hodor uses himself as bait to save his daughter.